Alright, Eugene's Backyard Repair here for another one. We're working on the Yard Machine 8 horsepower 26-inch cut. The one I just did a video up last week of putting the dual belt on it. There she is, Yard Machine. We're gonna see if it better run after all the. If you watch my video yet, you see how parts I put into this, so it better run. Alright, grab my, it's cold out here today. Cold. December, and it's raining. Anyway, first we got two screws down here we gotta get out. Two Phillips. You can see my breath. I had the heater on, but unfortunately, it's too noisy. I gotta turn it back off when I go to shoot the video. I wish I could keep it on, but the fan's too noisy. And this garage is too short. We get it far enough away where you can't hear it. And I can still get some heat off of it. Alright, so we got two there. Got a screw here. And a screw over in the front here. I think they're 5/16, I think. That one there definitely is. Except for I think one of these is a sheet metal screw. Like a self-tapper, and one of these actually is threaded, so. Obviously the sheet metal goes into the sheet metal. Both came from the same person as the last one I did. I think I did a 524. Yeah, 524 I think was the last one. This one's already gone, so hopefully it'll run. Person at my job's looking for a snowblower. I told him I said I have one more I'm doing a video on. Get something out there for the subscribers to see. I mean, not that I'm getting a lot of views, but hey, I keep on going. What will be the next one? I'm not sure if we might go back to China tackle. There's this XR70 behind you guys. I gotta tackle on changing the twister oil on that. It sticks. I gotta do a service on a snowblower. Oh, I gotta repack a muffler. I forgot I haven't done that yet. Anyway, pop the button off. Be careful when you take the cover off, you don't rip the wire off for the kill switch. Get off nice and easy. Probably help if I move this thing for the chute. Oh, well, that's great. It's already unplugged. Hopefully it'll plug back in. The key's working. Whew. Gotta bring it down here so you can see. I got you on the brake stand, so it's sometimes a little hard. She's a little rusty. I've looked in the gas tank. The gas tank's empty. It's a plastic tank, thank God. That's a good thing. Yeah, the rust is by the looks of the top of the cover, I'm thinking all the rust came from this cover here, hopefully, and the carburetor may be okay. This one's actually got you can adjust it, which is kind of scary sometimes. Alright, first is to get this line off, which is sometimes a little rough. It's the primer line on the side of the carburetor here. There's no fuel in it, it's just air, but they're not made of material that's any good, so like this one just did. The end of his dry ride, so it cracked. And this one runs inside the cover here, so if I can avoid not having the cut it off here. If I can avoid not having to run a whole new one, we'll do that. Yeah, I think I can get it back on there. I think with a little heat. The other thing it does when you press the primer, which is on the other side here, it pushes air in the carburetor down into the bowl and pushes fuel up. So it's not actually a primer like the old school ones where it pumped the fuel into through the primer right into the neck into the intake. Yeah, pump the fuel right in his neck. This will be an interesting part. Screws are so rusty. Oh, that one came loose. Where's my needle nose? If not, the screw's gonna fall. Actually, I should probably loosen this one up and go for that back one, because I'll have to try to hold the carburetor. I can't even see the back one. It's here somewhere. Did I get it? I got on it. Oh! Yeah, the back one's not so easy to see. Reach in with the needle nose. Just gotta hold the nut, because now I'll be looking for it underneath the snowblower. I mean, not that it's a big deal. I can move the stand you guys around and push the snowblower forward. I can just roll it back, but really just not drop it. That one. Rough part is getting the fuel lines off of these. Fuel lines around the inside. If you remember, or if you watched my last video, the fuel line comes from the tank on the other side through the. Let me turn you a little bit. It comes from the tank all the way over here. It comes through the pull start, and then comes out the other side. So make sure you're still in view here. So not fun to change. Not fun at all. So you can avoid breaking them. If you got to heat them to get them off with a heat gun, do that. If not, you got to take the whole pull start off. And some of these, oh, all right, most of these. Hang on, we'll show you. Most of these you got to pull the linkages off because they run across the front. And you can't get the pull start out. Oh, this one's still got the service tag on. From wherever the guy got it from, and I don't know, maybe it went to a shop and they don't feel like spending the money on it, because like I said, I put the 2 belts on there plus the pulley. I don't know if the pulley was missing it, but anyway, if you had to put 2 belts on the pulley, it probably cost you $300. So maybe they just didn't want to spend the money. Try to get this off without breaking the gasket. Not that I don't have 50 more somewhere, just I don't feel like going to look for them. Come on, screw. One of them's way back in here. Alright, let's see if I can tap this couple on. Alright, it moves. Usually the gasket doesn't come off, or comes off on one side and stays on the other. Yeah, it's doing that right here. It's stuck on the carburetor and stuck on the machine. See if I can grab a blade. You know, use the back side of the blade and get in between here and get it all fine. Not a big deal. Like I said, I've done maybe I am going to use the sharp side. I get it? I might have got it. Usually if you put these gaskets back on the same way you took them off, even if they rip, they usually don't leak. It's not like it's a high compression engine here. The blade's retracting, so I'm trying to get it off. I think I got it. Oh, it's the fuel line holding me up now. Wonder why it isn't moving. Because the fuel line is on the back of the bowl is gonna be a bugger. Maybe if I can get this, get the screw out. It just doesn't want to come out of the back here. Come on, screw. Got it. I was hoping I could tip it enough to get the linkage off, and then I could get it off the get it off the throttle. Maybe not. Or off the fuel line. Nah, doesn't look like I can. Try turning it a little straighter here. It almost does. I can't tell which way the hook's going. The hook's coming straight down and hooking this way, or coming straight down and hooking towards the back. I think it's hooking towards the front. Yeah. Alright. have to see if I can get this. Fun, because it's got a clamp on there too. Squeeze the clamp, squeeze on the clamp, pull on the carburetor, and not break the fuel line. All at the same time. So we're trying a pair of vice grips on the clamp. Small pair here. Alright. Did I move? Get it? Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, the clamp was being the pain here. My vice grips are not. Oh, there we go. I got the clamp off. Got me a pick. Right angle pick. Here's a. Got me two picks here. Maybe got the one that's kind of just a 45 and then a 90. Maybe I can get behind this line and push it off. Let's try it with the 45 first. I'll get to move. Got the pick inside the hose, but come on. It's on a barb fitting, of course, so it's still tight. Alright, we're gonna bring it back. I gotta get some heat on this, and you can't see it anyway, so we're gonna get some heat on that line, get it off. The heat will help it stretch. Hang on. We got the carburetor off thanks to the heat gun and some tools. You see them on the ground there, picks, some screwdrivers, a pair of nails. But I took this off. Obviously we had some water intrusion here. You see the white powder from the water on the aluminum. We're going to pause you a second. I'm going to bring this up on the bench and we're just going to crack this bowl. This one was empty, so I'm hoping the bowl's okay. But we're going to crack the bowl and see what it looks like. Hang on. Oh, by the way, I got an ultrasonic cleaner my son got me for Christmas. So soon we'll be able to just throw these in the ultrasonic cleaner and let them cook for a little while and hopefully come out pretty clean. I don't have to take the Dremel to them, but you know, I don't want to put the ultrasonic cleaner out here in the garage where it's going to freeze, so it's in the house for now. All right, hang on, we'll bring you back when we get it on the bench. All right, we got you up here on the bench. Let's crack this sucker up. What I should have done is actually get the Dremel and clean this off a little bit before I pull the bowl off and dirt falls in the bowl. And I'm cleaning that out or chasing that, because sometimes when you put this back on, you keep getting dirt off the edges here, and you'll get it in the bowl, won't even know it. So hang on, let's see if I can clean this off. Just a quick, in case you want to know, do not leave your evapor rust in the garage. It was sitting up on my shelf, and I went to go get the Dremel and the wire wheel here. I was all like, why is this thing so frosty? Because it's frozen. So bring your vapor rust in the house for the winter. Alright, hang on, let me get the right, well, no, I'll clean this off and I'll bring you back when I can get it cleaned off. Alright, we got it cleaned off pretty well here. Let's crack this sucker open. See what's inside. Hopefully it's clean. They said there's no fuel in it, so it's running a 167 for this is the main jet, or what would be considered the main. Ah, this one got some weird tube that runs up the middle. I've never seen that. Hope it's clear. Let's find out. I can blow through it. I just want to get out of the camera here and spray some carb cleaner in this and make sure it's alright. She's clear. Never seen that tube. I've done lots of carburetors. I've never seen that. Huh. Oh, hang on a second. Put a scratch line on this so you can, just to make sure you get the orientation. This bowl is dented, so I just usually put a scratch on it just to get the orientation back to the thing wherever it came from, so the bowl doesn't End up starving the thing for fuel. Put a little scratch line here. I'm lining up with the thing for the primer. Might have to heat this up. Trying to, yeah, look at that. Well, I'll be. Somebody drained all the fuel out of this one. I think we're just gonna put this cover back on. Oh, I see it. Hang on. See, I almost missed it. You've probably seen it. Right here. Not bad though. Get some leftover debris on the bottom. I'm guessing it's just water. Probably water and some aluminum from the. Clean up the top lip here. Don't cut the gasket. Not that I don't have more, but if you're trying to do this on your own, I don't think you're going to have a tin full of roll gaskets to go through some. So you want to try to be careful and not pull that one off the carburetor itself, if you can help it. If you do pull it off, try to get it back in this lip as soon as possible, just to keep it hold its shape. You can always put it back on here. So we're good there. Put my scratch back lined up with my primer. Well, this one looks clean. Well, I'll be darned. Like I said, if you watch my videos on stuff from this gentleman, I think I did 2 chainsaws and 2 snowblowers. They all were pretty clean on the carburetor side. Like they had dumped the gas on them really early after they had broken down. There's a screw in the side here. I usually don't mess with them, but I usually do. Some of them have it, some of them are plugged off. It's right in that groove. I'm going to tip it so you can see it. But anyway, this is definitely a screw in there. Problem is this camera won't focus because it gets to the background. But you can see there's a screw down there. I usually try not to mess with them if I don't have to. What I'll do is I'll usually take a screwdriver and turn them back and forth when the thing's running, just to make sure if there's any debris, it cleans it out. We got that all cleaned out. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I try not to mess with them. But I don't have to. Alright. Bring you back over this direction. We're going to pause a second here and get the snowblower rolled back up. I had to move it back so I had some room. And get this carburetor reinstalled. Alright, we got a carburetor here. We're going to use my son's favorite stuff, and Yama lube to get this fuel line back on. Oh, let me get the linkage back on. I gotta remember there was 2 holes, but it was in the back hole. I usually mark them. There's like 4 or 5 holes you can go in on this carburetor, and you don't want to get that wrong, or the machine won't rev up. Hope I can get the clamp back on. It went way up inside. Line back on, so I get that clamp. She went way up inside here. I got a hold of her. See if I can use the vice grips. Back on. Set this up. Just try and look at the linkage. Linkage looks good. Alright, where's my bolts? The back one's the front one. Front one's not too, this side's not too bad. The outside, as you can see, that back one's fun. You get that nut back there. You get it started. I'm gonna try that one first. There, I can do it with the needles I took it off with, maybe. There's not much room back here. The muffler's right in the way. You want to take that muffler off, but the problem is most time you take these bolts out, snap them. I get back there with the needle nose. Hold it with my finger. There, my big head's in the way. So we get the screwdriver back here. These got bite washers on them, so once you get them in there, they'll hit that aluminum and they won't come off. Trying to feel if it's hitting my finger, and I don't feel nothing yet. Of course, then I just let go of the screwdriver. Sorry, my head's in your way again. Is it this time? I got my finger on the back side of the nut so I can feel if the bolt's coming through it yet. So I can let go. And I don't feel nothing yet. Oh wait. Yep, I feel touching my finger. Of course, you probably take these bolts on the wire wheel and clean them off really well. Which I didn't. Would help some too, but so once it bites that aluminum, you can forget about it. She's gonna grab. Okay, now this one's usually the lesser of two evils. Now that either way it was they couldn't have just threaded the carburetor. No. That way you could just put the screws right into the carburetor like on a Honda dirt bike. But and then if the screws strip out, you can eventually just put nuts on the inside like they did. Nah, they just skipped that part. They figured somebody's gonna strip them out anyway. Needles are not working. There's not enough room. Good once you gotta loosen, but to get it to that point, maybe I'll just stick a screwdriver in here. Nope. Oh, I'll be darned. No, I did with the big one. Probably put it on a table somewhere, or it's behind me. Come on. Like I said, once the bite washer touches, it's done. Here we go. Just get this primer line back on. There should be enough here. Let's do it with the heat gun. I think I unplugged it. That's my problem here. Yep, I unplugged it and it's behind me. And it's so cold out here, I can't get the cord to unravel. When I get done with the video, I'll have to put it in front of the heater and heat up the cord just so I can wrap it back up. This is just soften the rubber up. It's so cold out here. I mean, we're doing this in the summertime, it would probably be okay, but obviously we don't fix a lot of snowblowers in the summer, but I have. Like I said, this is just an airline, so if you got a hole in it, it's not going to do anything. Can you get to start? Probably. You probably just use the choke and then have to excessively pull it, but this thing, that heat gun's got a cool down cycle on. So that's all done. I did check. So I should have checked the needle, but I checked as soon as I pulled the carburetor off. I blew into it when I paused it and made sure that the needle was heating. But you should do that when you have it apart, just in case you forget, like get it all back together and find out the needle ain't gonna seat. This thing plugs in on the bottom here. Alright, so that's back plugged in. Like I said, one of them screws is sheet metal. Got the sheet metal tip on it. And goes up here on the pull start side. The other one's thread because it goes into a block. This one you got to be careful about though. You don't want to over tighten this one. You'll find these with either new holes drilled in them over here, father, or quite a big screw in them. when people over tightening them. You don't have to over tighten it because you gotta remember it's also screwed on the other side with this screw, which is a main machine thread, and it's screwed on the front here. You don't need to over tighten it. No, there's no reason to. This one might be the worst one because I can't see. Turn and hopefully tightens. Yeah, I got it. This one also holds dipstick, so this one you want to make sure is in. Last thing you want to do is lose the dipstick out there in the middle of the snow. Especially if you lose it off to the, if the dipstick falls off, if you stand behind the machine to the right and you're going from left to right, you'll run it over and then you'll throw it out the side and you'll never find it. Like I said, that one's a regular threaded screw, so you can put a little bit more oomph on it. A little more oomph-a-dee-doo. These screws are always a pain. The holes are exactly the same size as the screw. Like they couldn't spare a bigger bit to drill the hole bigger in the cover. Like really? These holes are see the number 8 screw. You could have made the hole in number 10 and put a bigger washer on them. No. Make them almost exactly the same size. 50 tools I didn't need. That's okay. Got my foot caught in the heat gun because the cord won't ravel back up or unravel. It raveled up. Alright, we're going to pause you because I got to get to the fuel, which is on the other side of you guys, and we're going to flip this camera up and back this up and see if we'll start. Alright, we got fuel in there with our vented gas can. Vented. I watch my favorite people from Cars to Cameras, and they're over there doing something 180. I don't know, it's a mini bike race. And you got a pit and they're filling up the thing. They're using a unvented gas can. I'm thinking to myself, really guys, can you use a race can or something else? Or you can buy vent kits. Nope. I don't think YouTube's gonna come yank my video because I use a vented gas can. Oh, put the knob back on. I should probably put the throttle up too. The throttle's also got a shut off on it. It sounds like, yeah, it's pumping fuel. Alright, I've had this question asked by many people come to my job and ask me, when you pump that primer bowl, it puts fuel in, but it puts fuel in, hang on, bringing you up here. It puts fuel in right on the edge of the carburetor, so you may get some dripping on the ground. There's no air filter on a snowblower. It's okay. It happens. You can't. Most of the time, you can't flood these things because if you're pumping it, most of the fuel's running out of the carburetor. It's just a little bit going to sit there. All right, now I can see if the electric starter works. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Turned the wrong knob. This must not be grounded on the inside here. It's supposed to hit on the case here and ground to the engine, but fall back off. No, the wire's still on. Yeah, I don't know why this in unless it's not doing anything. Alright, well, it still works on the other thing. Hang on. Let's try starting it back up here. With the rust on. That one works, so yeah, this key is a false sense of hope right here. Screws in it? Yeah, the screws are in it. Alright, we might take that back off and take a look at it off camera. Doesn't really matter, it's got 2 shutoffs on. There you have it, she's a runner. Had to mess with that screw that I told you I don't usually touch until I get them running. It's just an idle screw, so you heard the idles, it revs up. We're good. Alright, let's pause this. I'll get you on the other stand. Alright, we got you on the handheld stand. We'll take a look at this one. There we have it. Like I said, it's an 8 horsepower, 26 inch, 2-stage, 12-inch propeller. It's not in bad shape. We have to do a little bit of adjusting on this linkage down here for the reverse. It's a little sticky. It's usually inside the transmission here. There's a bar that runs across and slides a wheel back and forth inside the transmission. Usually gets stuff on the shaft, so it won't move over to the opposite side of there's a big wheel spinning the opposite direction. You have to look it up. Anyway, there's a flat wheel on this side and there's a wheel running this way. So basically that wheel spins and that's what drives the tires. And when you put it from this side of the plate that's on the engine to the opposite side, then it goes in reverse. So sometimes that there's a big rod in there, get some rust on there and build up in there, dirt over time, and you can fix it by you just flip it up. You can access it from taking the bottom plate off of here, and just clean it up and put it back together. But she's a runner. Make the guy a good deal on this one. Right, sell it to him for $100. $100 is a lot better than shoveling. I mean, I put up for $150 on the marketplace, but I know this guy and I work with the guy, so I'll make him a fair deal. Put it up for $100. The only thing I'm thinking might be it's a little bit strange is this thing. Usually they're straight and then the handle bent. This one bent from here all the way down, so it's kind of maybe around the back here. It's kind of low. You gotta kind of bend down to turn the chute. I mean, it works. I don't know. Just seems a little bit lower than me. Right, there's the controls over up here on top. The old one was down on the bottom. The 5 horsepower was down in here. This one's up on top. Get your auger control, your drive control. These are gear drive on the axles. They're a little rough for pushing, so usually the drive belt doesn't go bad. So hopefully, if you ever have issues, first of all, you'll put gas in it before you run out, and second of all, hopefully you only have issues with the auger belts, and you'll be able to squeeze this handle and drive it back. I mean, you can pull them or push them. They don't push as easy as a chain drive do. And gears mesh together pretty good. So that's it. Not too bad of a video. I'm not sure how long this one was, but hopefully it wasn't too long. And we'll end this one here. Woohoo! The stand was starting to fall. Got any information out of the video? Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Eugene's Backyard Repair on both of them. One has no S. Picture parts, projects, funny videos. See my breath. Things of nature, screenshots, fruits and finds, drift grills, all kinds of cool stuff on there. I post pictures of parts sometime when I get them. I think I posted pictures of parts for this one on there. I think so. So go check them out. I don't post often enough because it takes sometimes a week's worth of planning just to get a video started before I get parts, before I figure out what I'm going to do. It's winter time. you would try to get on snowblower repair, but in New York the snow haven't been that bad. It's just supposed to be really cold this month, but I don't know about snow, so I want to get snowblowers in here, fix them all up, even though I can get the video content out for you. But it seems to be a repeat of content, and then if I can't get rid of them, then I'm stuck with them. I got a 300EX I still got to work on. I got an engine I got to bring you over here. I got parts back for that motor that's sitting back there. Cylinder, pistons back. Might have to modify the piston a little bit more. I already modified the skirt, but I might have to modify the dome part because it's a little bit tall, about 1 mil over. So I might have to modify that so it don't hit the head. But I got to put that engine back together, which I might just do up here on the bench and film some of that, even though I don't do much tearing them completely down and putting them back together. So we'll try to get that out. Make sure, like I said, you sign up, hit that thumbs up, give it a comment if you would, please. Get that notification bell rang. YouTube's free, Facebook's free, Instagram's free. You know, so no like money obligation to stay with it. You know, just sign up and it's free. YouTube, if you subscribe, you're not gonna get commercials though. You shouldn't get commercials on mine. If you're getting commercials on mine, I would like you to comment and let me know, because my content's not paid. I'm getting close. Thank you for all the people who do subscribe. I'm getting close to the 1,000 subscribers I need to just even get any payment. I mean, it's not going to be nothing. You know, probably be $70, $80 a month, but you know, I'll take it. If that's what I'm going to get, that's what I'll get. I get more money by better commercials and more people watching, and you know, more comments, more thumbs up, stuff like that. So hopefully I get to 1,000 subscribers by next year, and until then, we'll just keep putting out the videos when we can. Sometimes it's a big stretch to find something to do a video on. Like I said, I still got to do the trial on the XR behind me. You might not want to see that, but I'm going to do a conversion. We're going to use hopefully a TRX 125 cable, and then XR 100 or CRF 80 or 100 throttle on that one, which actually doesn't work on that system because it uses we just do a quick look here. This one uses a curved cable, and XR, which is up there, the curve is on the throttle itself, not on the cable. So the cable's always too short. So we're gonna try to do use the TRX 125 cable, which is a straight cable, and convert it, and hopefully it'll work. We'll see. And if it fails, it fails. If it's good, it's good. Either way, it'll be content. Like I said, I got a muffler I got to repack over here. Right there. It's 2-stroke for that RM80 that's out back. I got to do that one really soon, because I had that one actually listed and had some trade offers on it. So I need to really get that one to be my next video. Anyway, hope you all had a good Christmas. This is right after Christmas. Hope you're going to have a happy new year. Hope 2024 was good to you. It's good, pretty good to me. I mean, I've showed them on many videos. The bike's behind me, so it wasn't too bad. 2024 wasn't too bad for me. Hopefully it was good for you. I hope 2025 way better. It can't get any worse. I'm hoping that it'll be way better. So we'll see what happens, and God bless you all, and we're out of here. Peace! There she is. You got some paint missing. I mean, what do you want for a 95 or a 97 snowblower? The inside of the chute isn't bad. We might put another set of ski bombs on these, or shoe bombs as they call them. They're a little war, so we'll probably put another set of shoes on them. I might do a video on that, showing you what we do to fix them. I mean, it's simple, but if you got a 110 welder and you want to give a shot, maybe I'll do a video on what we do to replace the bottoms of these. It's not that hard. Alright, like I said, you all hopefully you had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we're out of here. Peace.